Cruising down the highway.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another amazing episode of Talking Cars. The guest we have today was in Gladiator 2. He is Marcus Eugenius Decimus Meridius Lotteringius. An absolute legend in South Africa, Mr. Marc Eugene Lottering.
Gladiator 2, my friend.
Speaking of manifesting,
Gladiator 2. I mean, I know I've got the physique, but I didn't get the phone call yet. Good to
Not
be
yet.
here.
Lovely stuff. Mark, we've known each other for, I think, a couple of months now.
Yes.
Right? A very, very short period of time, but we've gotten to know each other fairly
Yes.
well. Right. So,
You're a very nice person.
thank you very much.
Yeah,
I appreciate
people need
that.
to know that.
And you know what? So were you, actually.
Thank you.
But getting back to the car story, right?
Yes.
So let me ask you this: what year? When did you get your license?
Sure. That was probably about 4 presidents ago. Okay, this is when I got my license. Now, the first time I tried to buy it, because there's someone in every family that's got a connection.
Always, and it's
Buy
always
it.
in Mitchell's Place.
It's always in Mitchell's plan. Let's not. You
No,
saying
no.
stuff.
Okay.
You said stuff.
I'll retract that.
Yeah. I think it was the learners that one could buy. I don't know.
Either one. Okay.
But the year I got my driver's, gosh, man, it would be in the 90s, right?
Is it? Okay. All right.
It would be in the early 90s.
So we
Yeah.
can say that you've been using the public roads for a while now.
I mean, you say it like it's a very bad thing. I have been allowed on the roads.
Legally.
I've legally been allowed on the roads for a while. And I will tell you, I'm not one of those people who got my drivers the first time round.
Same here.
There's always that story. And where you don't, and we always blame the person who took you out on the road.
Always.
His
Always.
attitude. In
The way he looked at me.
In my case, I felt it was envy because I feel that a lot of South African males want to be my height, with my physique and with my demeanor.
The
And
order.
it's something that I've had to live with, and then they feel threatened by
I
that.
get you.
And when it's someone in a position of power, as that guy was,
Even more so.
and they feel no gaan jy sien nou broer.
Ek kan
Jy
nie
dink jy's kwaai.
terug aan.
Terug. So I think I got it the second time around. And yeah, I mean, in my current show, I tell a story about, because I don't like driving. No, you
Of
don't
course.
know.
Well,
You don't know this
no,
about me.
not that. Yes, yeah.
I don't like. I know
Really?
little about cars, but I don't enjoy driving at all.
Really?
No, I'm very Cape Townian in that way. If I'm in a car for longer than 17 minutes, then I call the cops, like something's wrong. I've obviously crossed the border. Why am I still driving? Why am I not at my destination? I don't enjoy being in a car for too long.
Okay.
And in my circle of friends, most of my chummies get very excited about road trips, about cars. Even my partner, Anwar,
And just not you, though.
no, he loves the SUV drives. And
Okay.
last week we were in Paternoster.
Oh,
And
lovely.
then his friends were messaging him, there's a dirt road out
Okay.
of Paternoster.
We
If
have
you
to
guys
do
want to
this.
go to St. Helena Bay, it's along the coast, and you're going, and then we had to do that. And I literally felt like, there was demon possession involved in this thing after like 9 minutes. Why would you, when we know there's a tar
Was it
road?
on a gravel road, eh?
Yes, heels, my friend. Ek praat van, you sit.
Marks in the cars is deep.
Yes. So a lot of people like that. Emma enjoys that as well. I'm not. And then I had a horrible incident with a car where this was many years ago. I will say many years ago on the record.
Okay.
And I did the stupidest thing in the world. Raf Knight got into the car, should not have been driving.
Okay.
And I wrote off 3 parked cars.
What?
My family was very upset because they said the cars were not even moving. They did nothing to you. They did on Ocean View Drive.
What came over you?
On Ocean View Drive in the morning, 2 a.m. Wrote off 3 parked cars. I spent the night in jail. Yes. So yeah.
What was that like?
Fortunately, I don't remember much of it.
Okay.
Um,
Were you intoxicated?
but I made a couple of good friends. And you come out of there, you obviously have to learn your lesson the
Of
hard
course,
way.
yeah.
But I don't think that impacted upon me not loving cars that much. But it was
Okay.
it was my first car, which was a beautiful old dark green Mercedes.
Okay.
With beige seats. I don't know stuff
Yeah,
about
yeah.
years and
No,
things like that.
yeah.
All I know, when I went into the dealership, it was a place in Eastfield or Deep River.
Okay.
It was owned by a famous cricketer.
Really?
Yes. And they said, and this guy was like, exy but fixy. Like if he was selling you something, then
Yeah, they looked after.
yeah, and my manager at the time was into cars and he was into sport. So
Yes.
it was a win-win. And he said, no, you take that car. It was the sexiest car. It's a pity I don't remember, because I'll send you a picture, but what's going to help you afterwards?
No. We can add it.
Oh,
in. Don't worry.
you can add it in. I'll actually get a picture of that car
I
too.
think that'll be a good idea.
And that was the car that when I drove into 3 park cars and wrote them off. But I'm speaking to the strength of the brand.
I was just about to
Because
ask.
I got out of the car,
Yes.
not only was I still intact, but my live-in air conditioner was still fabulous. And I think it's because of the way that car's built.
This is the thing with those older cars. The way that it was built, it can withstand a nuclear bomb.
It can withstand anything. So, I was obviously traumatized by that incident, because you realize, because of your stupidity, how many people you could have killed.
Exactly.
So I paid the price for that.
Yeah.
Went legally.
Okay.
And
I like that
legally, and you make sure that you're never in that situation again.
Exactly.
But I still, walked away from that. I think not being, because when it comes to me and cars, but in fact I'm like that with clothing as well.
Okay.
I'm not, because smart people will tell you about the thing they're about to buy, about the t-shirt, about the cotton,
Exactly.
how long it will last. That's why
Yes.
it's costing you that much. That car,
The quality aspect.
this is the history of that car. You
Yes.
know who the original manufacturers were, what they were thinking, and
Yes.
which is why.
The story behind.
Yeah, same man, you're not on the N2 with this car. So I'm not like that. I will buy a t-shirt if it's my favorite color,
Yeah.
and it looks lekker
Yeah.
for Saturday night wherever
buy
I'm
it.
going.
I
it goes
get you.
with that
I
shorts.
get you. Functionality is a big thing for you.
You know.
Yeah.
And I have the same approach to cars.
Okay.
So it's got to look sexy to me. So
I get you.
that Mercedes was sexy. My current car, I believe, looks sexy.
But
Especially
now
when
this
it's
is
clean.
where I want to tie into what you are saying and describing now as sexy, because you currently have a BMW Z4,
Correct.
right? A white one.
A blue one.
Is the blue one.
A blue one. Yeah.
Okay. And to me, even the previous generation Z4 that we just spoke about, it's one of the sexiest cars also that was created, right? I think Brent, my friend over here, he'll attest to that. It's one of the sexiest cars.
Okay, does Brent drive the same car?
No, Brent actually drives an old school Peugeot. Which one is that? A 204.
Oh, wow.
It's a red one.
Okay.
You should see it outside. But we'll have a look later. But here's the thing though. You have a sexy car. And
Thank
I
you.
know why you bought it now.
Yes, now you understand why I bought it.
Yes, exactly.
So, and the thing is, I bought that car, it was brand new, and I come from
So you're the first owner?
I'm the first owner of the car.
Well done.
Yeah, it was brand new. And the reason I did that was because we were reared to, there's always someone who's got a connection for a second-hand car. There's always someone in the neighborhood, there's always that one
And the
who's
uncle.
got about 9 cars. Someone on the lawn. Hey, he's got permanent oil on his hands.
The street is a problem because of him and his cars.
I got alles fixed. Always biting car batteries and stuff. So that's the community I come from, because I come from Julius Crescent Retreat.
Yes.
So you grow up seeing people never getting new cars.
It's always
And because it's the
always-
case of affordability, and then
Yes.
eventually it becomes a lifestyle.
Exactly.
And that is passed on. Your thinking is, I'm not going to put myself, I'm not going to get a new car.
Yes.
Who do you think you are?
Exactly.
So when I started telling jokes and people started paying to hear these jokes, I thought, You know, after that horrible incident happened to me, I thought, do you know what? I need another car.
Yeah.
But I'm actually going to get a new car.
Ik ga my spoil.
Yeah, because when I was at UCT, I was like, I did what every person my generation is watching us now did. I had a Golf.
Okay, I get you.
I had a Golf. It was like a light mint color. And you're so proud of that thing.
I see there's a green theme over there.
There's a green theme, because that is my favorite color. And you're so proud of that car. You even convince yourself that if you're going to go to Sea Point prom on a Sunday afternoon, they can't even see that rust. That's how like clean your car is.
The shimmer will distract you.
Absolutely. And everybody from varsity getting a lift in the car. The fact that when at the traffic light, someone must jump out, it was raining because the wipers don't work and it's a good thing. But still, you know, it's your everything.
Your pride and joy.
Pride and joy. So that car, let's say, it was more than likely owned by, I could have been the fourth owner of such a vehicle.
So it's been through
it would be in the classifieds, it's always advertised, and your father is always telling you, there's a bargain, my bro. Yeah,
Vat is 'n Volkswagen, you can fix it quick.
What? This car was owned by an old white lady. You know how they drive. This thing is still,
They look after their cars,
they look after their cars. Never mind my own granny, but that, the old white lady, she can look after the car. So you hear all these things when you grow up, and then I thought I'd buy a new car, and that's how I got home. I went, and I saw this car on the floor. I know nothing about how it works.
Yeah.
And I came home with this vehicle.
Okay.
I only knew what a lovely car it was by the reaction from my straight male friends. Because they came to my house, and you know, in the first two words are, "My broer!" My broer! I was like, "What is he?" My broer. Like, oh, really? I just bought it because it's like a fabulous color. So,
I like the color, guys.
Yeah, like the color, tops coming down. And now
I look the master in
yes. So I messaged Amma before this interview, but he didn't get back to me because when I walked in here, I realized you would probably want to know in which year I bought it. I think it's 2009.
2009. Okay. And I don't know if I should ask you specifics of the car. Like
you shouldn't. My friend, you can try. I mean, there's no harm in asking questions.
Okay, let's see. Okay, you've got a Z4 BMW.
Yes.
Okay. Engine, do you know?
Do you have other questions as well?
Okay,
this car's been with now 2025. She's been so loyal and faithful,
and she's treated you well.
So well.
Is it okay? No issues, like
zero.
Really?
Zero issues.
That's amazing. Wow.
Once there was a problem with that thing with the water in it.
The water pump.
That. I had a problem one day. I had a problem with towing people had to come and fetch me.
Okay.
And then they fixed that with no questions asked. Always a reliable Muslim friend of mine is able to fix that, to ask him no questions, but to sort it.
Exactly.
So, and that was the only issue that I've had. And
that's amazing.
And when the car, especially when the car's clean, it looks great. This is the thing about cars. If you feel good, and we spend, you know, you've got to drive around. If you feel good when you get into your car, you don't even know this, but it impacts upon the way in which you carry yourself, and upon the way in which your day goes. And even now I know, like today my car is dirty because we've been away for a week. Before that I don't know where. But now it just looks like there was like mud, rain, and
like over a vehicle now.
And now when you stop and the traffic light is red and people pull up next to you, they look at that, and the car's mosag. You can see their whole feeling is, yeah, shame, this I was in between jobs. People are praying, lifting their hands, singing Yule songs towards your car because they think, you know, you're struggling because the car's dirty.
It is in full.
It's in between jobs. You can see it in between jobs. So,
shame, as hy nou reg mis, dat sy kar skoon gewees.
Yeah. But if my car is shining within, I'm not lying to you, within 1.5 minutes, the traffic light, you get, Lottering, are you free? Everybody's happy, man. They're happy for you. They're happy that your life's moving forward.
Looking good.
Looking good. And especially men go, they look at me and they look at the car and they go,
Okay.
I'm like, yo. Okay.
Didn't
So
expect
that's
that.
but that's what a car does.
But latching on to what you just said now, and I think this is where what you drive is so important. If you buy a car just for the convenience of it getting you from A to B, you're not going to find joy out of driving it because
No.
we spend so much time in a car,
Yes.
sitting in traffic, driving here, driving there. Like you say, you don't like driving away, but when you go away for weekends, you're sitting in the car for a period of time.
Yes.
So my thing is always when you get out of the car, let's say you're at a mall, if you don't look back at your car, did you really buy the right car?
You know, I have to testify. I have to testify to that. It's just that nobody in my life has ever worded that. This is guilt that you're looking at. No, when
But
the
it's
car
fact.
is looking amazing,
Yes.
you can't just walk away.
Exactly. I mean, if you unlock, right, you walk away, and you don't do that.
Yeah. Is it even your car?
Are you
Yeah.
are you enjoying spending that monthly installment?
Yes, no, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
You've got to walk away, and yeah, you've got to be proud.
Exactly. So I will. If I give advice to people on buying a car, buy the car that you like. If your budget allows it, buy the car that you like.
Yes.
That's to me, it's important. Okay. Apart from that, now we are here at Laude Classic Cars in Cape Town, right? And there's some amazing machines.
I only heard today, the place is called Laude.
Yeah. What did you say this morning?
I told my friend, he said, where you going? So I said, and he knows everything about cars.
Yeah.
So I said, I've got to meet you, and I've got to meet you at Laude.
Good Lord.
Good Lord. He looked at me and he didn't correct me. So now I know he was embarrassed for me because I'm always correcting other people. I know that by the time this interview is over, you would have already told 34 other people. Lottering with his big bag went off to Lord. So, Laude. Yeah, but how am I supposed to know? Okay. Laude. Who was going to ever say Laude?
People that know cars.
Fair enough. Yeah, I've got another car story for you. That's not
Okay.
even, it's related to cars.
Okay.
You'll see how this is related to cars. And I absolutely love this story
Okay.
because it will be true in my life for many years to come. So Amma and I adopted this dog, a rescue. He's from the Dorings.
Why am I laughing?
No! This ties in with cars.
Okay.
My friend.
Okay.
We adopt this dog because firstly my wife's friends all tell me you've got to get a rescue. It's like the right thing to do.
Don't
Babe,
get a proper breed.
it's the right thing to do. I said, okay. And because I got chommies, man. I've got like pit bulls. I can give it to me.
proper. Yeah.
So I said, get a rescue from the Dorings. We did. And when you must fill out 1 million forms. You can never give the dog away. They can take you to court.
Yes,
This agency. I'm like, oh, I should have just got that pit bull in Ocean View Drive. In Ocean View. Ocean View Drive. That's how far my life's come between Ocean View Drive and Ocean View. So we get the dog from the Dorings and they say that it's congratulations and the dog needs a name.
Okay.
At that time, we're watching the film Hamilton.
Okay.
Musical.
Yes.
I said to Anna, this means I said, yeah, the dog needs a name. He says, we look around the house and say Hamilton, we can always change it. I tell the woman, I'm Hamilton. She says, excuse me? I say, Hamilton. I can hear she's thinking, oh, from the Dorings, the dog is Hamilton. Couldn't you say Bruno? No, say Hamilton. This is how it ties in with cars. Now when people come to our house, because this dog is named after this musical. So now we know who's, without telling us, we know who's gay and we know who's in the closet. Just talk about the guys. Because when these guys come to our house and then the straight guys come in, or supposedly straight, they come in with their girlfriends and they look at the dog. Everybody loves my dog. They look and they go, what's his name? And we go, Hamilton. The straight guys immediately go, Awe Lewis. So when the gay guys come to our house and we say Hamilton and they go, oh God, the musical. But now, if guys come in with their girlfriends and we say Hamilton, and then they go, the musical. Then I in the kitchen, we like, that girl must watch. This one immediately went for musical. So the dog has been outing people.
Okay, I get you. That's actually clever. It's a mechanism to actually.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
When you say it like that, it sounds creepy. It was not intentional. We did not get a dog from the Dorans to tell us who's in the closet. It's just the way things work.
That's like that octopus that predicted the soccer games and stuff like that. It's like you have a dog now that can predict if somebody is.
There's an octopus that predicted
soccer matches. I think it was the 2010 World Cup that it predicted it would slide over to whichever country would win.
And
it was accurate, very accurate.
But there was now 8 choices. You can
but it moved its.
So you're always going to win.
The whole body moved over.
Yeah, maar sê jy unauthentic het gesê German.
But I love that. I love that you named your dog Hamilton just as a.
Yes.
And then tell me something. For future cars, right?
Yeah.
What would you love to own still?
What would I love to own?
Yeah, what would you love to drive still?
For absolutely no reason, and that's only because I grew up seeing it when I was at varsity.
Yeah.
So this we're going back many years. I was at varsity in the 90s.
Okay.
When Camps Bay was a thing, you know, and you're hanging out in the Camps Bay strip, there used to be, and I'll never forget this, and I think they still do it, they used to park Cobras there.
Oh.
On a Sunday,
yes,
or even on a Saturday afternoon.
The weather was great. The Cobra Hire Company at Cape Town, yes.
Yeah. And then I actually thought, wow, you know, one day I'd like to drive one of those. But at that point, when you look at that, your mindset is, we in Camps Bay, it's a Cobra. Please, over your plat. You know, that's not your business. And that kind of left me. Didn't consciously leave me, but then years ago, I was at the waterfront, and I saw the Aston Martin, and now I still believe, and in fact, because about 3 or 4 months ago, I did this video because I was working in Joburg, and I saw these women arrive at a fancy German job because my friend works at a fancy German, so he got me vouchers and sent it. That one where they literally like cut your toenails for
like
you
and that position, everything.
And the women would arrive in the Sandton Gym with a Stanley Cup. But everything is she's done up for the German. You can't even see her. You see the Stanley Cup in front. Alles is kakwa. So I did this thing on Instagram about it, and I'm like, what's the deal about the Stanley Cup? And then the following week, Stanley Cup was delivered to my home. So now, 3 months ago, when I saw that happen, so I said on social media, I really like a Aston Martin. But I don't think they are following me on Instagram. The only person that found was you. So, well, it's close.
It's close.
We're getting there.
Exactly.
So
moving in the right direction.
I saw the Aston Martin, and so that has now become my. I'm going to be driving one of those.
Okay,
things.
so I was
yeah.
just about to say that's the thing. It's speaking things into.
Yes, no, I'm going to be driving one of those.
Exactly.
Things. Because I'm going to have to park this car soon.
Can I ask you?
Yes, you
Which one? Which Aston Martin?
Probably like a deep red.
Okay. I'm into model. But we'll go with the deep red one.
Deep, sexy red. You know, I love green as well, and I'm not driving my
British racing green is actually stunning in an Aston as well. Have you ever seen one? It's a color, British racing green.
Yes, so that would be that dark green.
Yes,
I see it. I see it in a spiritual eye. So and that's also a 2-seater. Because this is why I do love my Z4. Because I'm never in a situation at weddings where there are always people looking for a lift.
I was just about to say.
Because everybody must get married in Franschhoek or in Paarl. Now you're from this side, jy wil mos nie Uber is dit.
R1000 se Uber.
Weet jy hoe lekker sit ek by die wedding tafel? I can't wait for them to ask. And I'm like, Ooh.
I wish I could.
Two-seater, man. Sorry, Glynis, but the five of you.
It's a good choice. It was a good choice.
No, I've always,
It's a good choice.
I've always had, that was also kind of a mindset.
Just in the back of the mind.
So,
Two-seater.
vision board is that Aston Martin. So what model should, I like classic,
You like a classic?
but I don't want to be stuck with something, because you know, your uncles always also tell you, when you go to classic, there's always just one old Denver that lives in Maitland that can work on that car. And
He's the
Denver's
only
now
one.
sick. Denver's not been the same
And
since
nobody can-
COVID.
Nobody can stand.
Nobody kan, yes, staan nie kan daar nie, Maitland en Denver se jaar. So I don't want, I don't want a car that's going to be difficult to fix should anything
Or just
go
to
wrong.
maintain, generally, yeah.
Yeah, because I think car guys like maintaining stuff.
That's,
I've got a cousin who's an Alpha.
Ooh, I love Alphas.
Yeah, but
I know, maintenance-wise, it's a booby trap, but
no, but you can see who the Alpha guys are because they wear the worst clothing because their money is spent.
Oh my God.
Yes, you will go and fetch this thing, no? And you go like, where did Keith go? Nah, apparently there's an Alpha in Lanesburg.
You need to go look at
garage. You need to fetch. Never mind, look at
a pot.
And Keith is almost salivating. Like normally when somebody is speaking about someone who they've met,
Yeah,
who's like totally hot, you can
Yeah.
always see it on the person's face when they're
exactly.
describing.
Yeah.
I saw this person.
And I was just
Mabru.
gobsmacked.
Trying to get Keith going.
Just
Talk
talking
about
about
Alpha.
Alpha. But do you know why? Can I explain to you why? Right?
There is no explanation that's going to. Why
Suffice.
would you not buy a liquor t-shirt?
It's
You
good.
must make yourself presentable. Then I will listen to you talk about your cars. But don't come rolling in here with holes in a old broekie wat jy gekoop het in Claremont
Oh, mechanics
in, in 1986. But you've got 9 Alphas standing
in the
around.
yard.
Yeah.
The een little rainy.
Listen, if my cousin's watching this, I love you. I do. But yes,
But okay, let me
I'm just a vessel.
a short story. The reason why Alpha is
That's the color that you spoke about.
yes,
Oh,
that's racing
color, yeah.
British racing green. Yeah.
I can see myself with that. Some of that jersey that you knock here in front just over the
yes.
shoulder.
Like a little sailor boy.
Almost inaccessible to the normal public. Which is what we don't want to do.
So the thing with Alfa Romeo is when Formula One started, Alfa Romeo dominated, right?
Okay.
And Enzo Ferrari, the founder of Ferrari, he actually
I
raced.
can't say I saw that movie. Yeah,
Did
carry
you?
on. Yes. I
Okay,
did.
fantastic.
I did, yeah.
He raced for Alfa Romeo first.
Okay.
That's where his love for cars came from.
Okay.
And he started Ferrari off the back of him racing for Alfa Romeo. Every other major car manufacturer in terms of sport cars came from there. So that is why the obsession of Alfa Romeo is there.
Sure.
So if I can make an example, Enzo Ferrari made Ferrari. Ford in the 1960s created the Ford GT40, of which there's one standing in front there, to actually combat the dominance of Ferrari. And from then on, Lamborghini came from him wanting to outdo Enzo. Ferruccio Lamborghini wanted to create a car that was better than Ferrari. So Alfa Romeo was the genesis.
Wow.
That is why people love Alfa Romeo.
How do you know so much about cars? Do you know your Bible so well?
I was like, yes, Moses 4 verse 5. It's written there.
It's in there.
But it's a genuine love for cars.
Okay, you know there isn't a book of Moses.
That's why I said.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, just checking, Enzio.
That's why I said.
Just checking. That's fascinating. So that is really, I mean, I think, even just listening to you speak, it's a whole world.
Yeah.
It's not even
Yeah.
a cult.
No,
It's a world.
exactly. And Jeremy Clarkson of Top Gear, I know
Yes.
you know Jeremy Clarkson. So he equated the motoring industry, right? He said if you equate the motoring industry to the human body, then Toyota would be the stomach, because the stomach is important for digestion and it's reliable, it works literally every day. But if you move up to the organs and you move to the heart, Alfa Romeo is the heart, because that's where the passion starts from. It started there.
Sure.
That's deep.
That's
For-
very deep.
for Thursday.
No, but I want to continue, like Visi Miss. Yeah, no,
But
okay.
Mark, it's been absolutely fantastic
That's
having
it.
you here,
So
man.
quick.
Ah, man, we're gonna make a part 2. How about that?
We can make a part 2, and I actually want to, if I come back again,
Yeah.
I want to shock you
Okay.
with knowledge.
Okay. Are you gonna do some reading up?
Yes, no, it's going to be carefully, it's a very
Curated.
conscious exercise.
Oh,
I'm actually
okay.
going to rehearse it before I see.
Okay. I
Because,
get
you know, when you're sitting at a dinner table and you
Yes,
just
yes.
casually,
Just a mention.
like, you know, when people go, because in my show I had to like memorize the names of the big five, so now I just casually say it at dinner, and I say, you know, when you go buffalo, elephant, lion, leopard, rhino. So I want to do something like that about cars, where even you must
I'm
go,
gonna be shocked.
wow. Yes, so I think that's great.
I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
I would love to have you back, and I think season 2, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
You'll meet me. I'll probably pull up outside here. Will we be parking for my Aston Martin?
Most definitely. I will make sure
Putting
this
it out
party-
there. It happened on this show.
Exactly.
Cool.
On Talking Cars. By the way, if you love car content, if you love car stories, please like, follow, and share. And also, don't forget, drive safe.
Down the highway, windows down.